how to speak when you speak in your mother language. You tell your words separately or together in blocks. And the second one is true. If you speak in English and you learn from a book and you read words by words what would you like to say, and you think if you memorize what you read, this is the English. No, this is not English. You will use only same as English words, but this is not the English. When I speak with you, I use blocks. What I told you, go back. When I speak with you, I told you with one Luft. Maybe this word Luft is not English word. Why I haven't any connection between English word and with my mother word or mother language? That means in my mind automatically goes back my German words when I lived in Germany, because this method at first, speak English method, was generated for German language. And at this moment, when I like to use any words, the first one will be, which I find and I can tell you, and at this moment, this is one, Luft. Yesterday, when I was with my wife to eat something there near the beach, I wanted to tell this one, please, can you give me Speisekarte? Speisekarte. Speisekarte or Speisekarte. And I forgotten this word. How to tell this one? I don't know, because I never learned this word. What is this paper where I can order what I like to eat? But I can tell this one for this helper, please give me this paper because I like to eat something. And this is good too. But here in La Mata, when I speak in German, this is good too. With my bad German, this is enough. Or my second word, which I used a few minutes ago, Luft. And I have more and more words which is automatically connected in my mind only in German. So, but back to the blocks. When you speak in English, you use only blocks. How to say this one? When you speak in English with one Luft. That means when I speak in English, this is one word, such as one word. When I speak in English. And now go back to books. When you read this text, how much words are this one? When I speak in English, 5. And when you speak in English and you speak with this method, I'd like to shop something. This is English? No, this is not English. This is something which not allow for you to speak fluently, because your grammar and your books and everything which was written catched for you to speak something what would you like to tell for someone. Never learn language from book, only from her. And you hear something and you repeat it, that not only one time. And this is the reason why I told you, and I told you a few times, this is only one joke, spaced repetition. Not spaced repetition, spaced speak. Every day more hours. And today, for example, how much hours you speak with everyone or with someone? How much hours? Yes, you can ask me again. And me? I speak a lot of hours daily, and not only for this video. I create more and more hours, videos only, every day. But this is only videos. In all my days, I use English. Approximately 10 hours daily. If I learn something after I begin to make videos, no, nothing. What I made, I speak. That means this is the best learn. If you open your mouth and automatically, every automation will be in your mind and you can speak automatically. And your first problem will be when you can do this one, not only speed of your speech, but problem will be speak not so strong and not so long. For example, this video is at now 5 minutes. How? I began to tell you this theme at this moment. Why is again 5 minutes? Because any blocks which was in me, fear, ego, I'm not enough, etc., is not exist. Why? Because my English is bad. And do you think this is good reason or enough to tell for myself, okay, I'm not enough for this video because my grammar is so bad, because my vocab is so poor, and yes, I think I must go back to the school. And what do you think what happens if you go back to school and you begin to learn again and again if you can't open your mouth? I can tell you it now, and this is so simple, nothing. You will feel again and again only this one, because this fear will be same, because you didn't take out from your mind the stupidity. And this one will be only this. You are not enough to speak, you are not enough to open your mouth. And after this one will be at first, because after this one reason, I am not enough to open your mouth, because, and you will say something. And, but these reasons can give for me power, not fear. Everyone can tell me back, your English is so bad. Yes, I know, and this is the reason why I speak with you at now. What do you think? I will be better if I don't speak with you because my English is so bad? Stupidity, please take out everything from your mind, any stupidity, and take out to the trash, because this is not true. When you not speak, your English will be bad. And at first, go back to our theme. Try to speak with blocks. I go to the shop because I'd like to buy something. When you read it again and again, and you repeat it, and you think this will be English, no. Because when you speak in English, more words will be connected together or miss. And next problem will be in your life, until you don't begin to speak loudly, speed of speech. Yes, this is the biggest problem. How to practice this one? I go back. How much hours you speak at today or yesterday? Have you any plan or any habits behind your English knowledge? How you can increase your level? Until you haven't, why you think you will be better in English? Because you watch this video or same videos, or you practice anything in English until you don't open your mouth and you don't begin to improvise something, anything with your bad English, because you think your English is so bad and you forgot ever and ever. This is not enough. No. Why my English is so bad? This is the reason why you speak in English. And now go back to the blocks. Oh my God, 8 minutes again. And this is my problem. If I begin to speak with you, my minutes and hours only grow up and grow up. And you can hurt yourself. A few days ago, someone asked me if I learn more words, why I can't use it. You can watch on my videos too. Automatically, all my words, what I learned a few years ago, all my words go back if I practice these words. And my speed of speech is faster. And your speed of speech will be better and better if you practice it. But I can ask you again and again, and I will ask you again and again. Today, how much hours you practice this language? Not any fill out forms or anything from books or any read of text or movies, watch movies with subtitles. Everything is not speak. If you like to speak, speak. If you'd like to be writer, write. If you'd like to be anything, do this one. But if you'd like to speak in English only every day with your bad English, and your speed of speech will be automatically higher and faster. And this is so simple. Only use it, do it every day. And now go back blocks to blocks again. If you'd like to speak in English and you practice it, you will be better. These were 3 words. If you'd like to be better in English, you practice it and you will be better. If you'd like to be better in English, this is only such as one word. If you'd like to be better in English, use waves, what I showed you in my previous videos, and open your mouth. Not speak quietly because your English is so bad and you think if you speak something quietly, your English will be better. No, open your mouth. If you'd like to be better in English, did you hear these waves? If you'd like to be better in English, use these waves. Open your mouth and speak loudly, and your English will be faster. Blocks mean when you speak in your mother language, you use these blocks. When I speak with you, and my speech is only improvisation, and I haven't any fear or any unfriendly connection with my ego, that means my ego is friend and help me and allows me to speak with you fluently with my bad English. Because if someone here can tell me, and what happens? He's absolutely beginner, okay. Ask anyone, he's beginner, okay. What is this any big? Because I made it without learn, with my method. So back to this block. When you speak in blocks, your English will be understandable. I'd like to repeat this sentence. When you speak with blocks, your English will be better. When you read it, when you speak in blocks, your English will be better. And if you think you can increase your speed if you repeat this sentence from a book or from laptop, this is not true. If you hear this one few times only, and the speed of speech will be faster and faster if you repeat it more times, this is good but not enough. Because you must open your mouth correctly and try to improvise from any theme that you find as matters around you. For example, this picture or this one. I don't know what is this one at this moment, but I can tell you more minutes about this one. What I made when I slept or when I sit at here and I get behind me in the back. And try it and improvise, and your improvisation will be better when you use it. But if you think you can tell something because this was not right, and you never read it from your laptop, every logic behind this English is not English, is this stupid logic, how to never speak and how to never open your mouth because you are not enough. And if I go back behind this, everything is only one, you are not enough because you think you are not enough. Until you think you are not enough, what would you think? What will happen if you learn more words and you will know what is this one in English? Because I don't know at this moment. But if I'd like to tell you more minutes about this one, I can tell you. Or anything which is around me. For example, microwave. Or what is this one? Maybe steps. And why? Because I improvise a lot of times, again and again. And I never ask myself, is this good or not good? How can I tell this one? Okay, this is picture. And how can I this one? I don't know what it is one, but I can do it because I practice it and I never told for myself, I can't tell for you because this is so hard, because I must to learn what is this one, glass or wine, and this one is what? I don't know, but I can tell you with my words again and again, and your English will be faster and faster if you practice. But if you forget to practice, only you learn and learn new words, new grammars, and then new stupidity. Everything what is not your loudly speak, this is stupidity. That means everything stop for you. But this sign where was written stop, please take it out from your mind to your trash and open your mouth and begin to speak. And your speech of speed, or again, speed of your speak will be faster. And if you begin to practice with your Luft, how to speak, for example, if I like to go to the shop, or another example, I like to eat something, or I'd like to drink one of coffee because, or I can tell you any wrong sentence, but if this sentence is workable for me, I can use it in my real life. And I told it for one Luft. Luft, again, maybe German word, maybe English word, I don't know, but I use it because I know if someone like to understand me will understand me, and if someone like to find any bad words, which means this word Luft, will find these mistakes. But I am faster. I am the first man who will save for this person. Because I know this is the loser. Because loser want to find and search for new mistakes again and again. But winners can find and deduct what means this word Luft. Because this is maybe not English word, but I use it because I don't know how to say this word in English. Because I use it in Germany, in Switzerland. Maybe in English, Switzerland is not so good because this one was told with German speech. I don't know, but I use it. And I never forget, if someone like to understand me, will understand me. If someone like to find any mistakes inside or behind or in my text, what I told for them at this moment, will every time find anything. But I know which is different between losers and winners. Losers like to find anything and everywhere. Why is not so good? Why, and how? And winners, open your mouth and speak. If you are winners, open your mouth and speak. And never forget and repeat only this one. And go ahead and do it without any question, without any new learn. Only do it. And that's all what I like to say. That's me. Again, what I told you when this display show me 8 minutes, I like to end this video. And now 17 minutes, again and again. And this is my problem. Until your big problems will be not, you can speak a lot of times in improvisation, you can't speak in English. Maybe your English is 1000 krat better, such as mine. But can you speak 17 minutes without any help or without any script? Faster, not slowly, with blocks. If not, maybe you are C1 or C2. But if your English is not absolutely normal language in your life, that means you can speak in English without any grammar, without anything, without any catch, but catch it for you. Because you don't use it, because you know this is so hard to use, and you overthink again and again. Is this good? Which type of this is present continuous, or what is this one? Irregular, taken, have, be. No, forget this one. Open your mouth and use your stupid words. And if you'd like to speak something about this picture, for example, you can use it. What you can tell, and speak and speak again. Fastly and never overthinking. Is this good or not good? Speak again. How much hours you speak at today? Can you tell me your answer? Because I can. I can tell you correctly. How much hours is now? Is there. I began at 7 o'clock. And that now is how much? 2 hours. And I will make new videos until 12. Why? Because I do it every day. What do you think? Why have I maybe 1 month at this moment, more 100 videos. Why? Because I am so bad in English? No. Because I learned my first lesson, which was developed for me. I'm an Englishman. I'm the best in English. The bank wins at all times. Until you, these 3 sentences forgot or never learned because you know you are not enough. Forget for English, please. Because your English, when you begin to learn more and more, will be same bad. This is not so bad. Only you think this is so bad. Maybe you have more and more exams. For example, C1, C2. But you can do what I can do for you 20 minutes. 20 minutes. How? Without script? Yes, because this is my mother language. Because I'm in flow when I speak in English. And I never overthinking what I like to say for you. Because all my words which go out from me, this is automatically, without overthinking. And when I can't find this word, or I get back this word in German language, I can use it. Because I haven't anymore. And I learn, if I use what I have, I can do it. If I begin to overthinking about this one, how to be better, that means I don't like to use what I have because this is so bad. What happens? Nothing. I ask you again, how much hours you speak at today? So simple question. And you can ask me back, how much hours you speak at today? In this video, more than 20 minutes. In this video, without script, without any exam, without any grammars, without any vocabs. Because these elements don't catch me. I only speak. And when I speak with you, this is my other language, because I learned my first lesson, which was developed for me, Speak English method. I developed it for myself, not for other people. At first, for myself. And when I saw this works, I say it for myself. If this method helps for me, because this is not my first method, I let to show this method for other people, because other people thinks, such as me, English is so hard to use. And I go back and I began to overthinking everything which is behind this language. Why I can't speak, why I can't open my mouth, why I think this is so hard to do something, to tell something for someone. And I learned after I developed my first lesson, what I told you. So, can I ask you again, repeatable, how much hours you speak at today? And I think this is the last question in this video. How much hours you practice your English at today? Can you tell me, please? If not, why not? Because you find any why? Yes, why is question. If I ask you why, you'd like to answer me. Because I don't like to hear anything about this because. I like to hear only this one. I speak at today too because my English is so bad. I know this is bad and this is the reason why I like to practice this English language every day, because my language is not so good. And this is so simple. And your English will be faster and faster. You can increase your speed of speech if you practice a lot of. When my display show me 20 minutes, when I begin to speak, I told you a few times I go ahead to another video. And now how much minute? 25, maybe. Okay. Try to speak and never overthinking.